So what's going on, everybody? Welcome to an episode of Drive Miami. Today we're doing some M3 suspension, just the rear suspension. Check it out. Alright, so you guys didn't see it, but we went ahead and put the car on our ghetto wood. Pretty much jacked it up from the diff, and we're about to take the wheels out now. You know, of course, showing you guys what we're doing. If you take a look at this thing, it's not too jacked up, but it's so jacked up that the front is literally almost touching the floor directly. Check that out. Now that we got the car jacked up, we're gonna take out the 17mm bolts, and then of course also lock bolt, and then we're gonna go ahead and adjust the coilover. I'm gonna show you guys how to do that in just a sec. Check it out. Holy fuck, this is a big ass wheel. Look at the size of this thing. So what, a 12.5?
It's a 12 with a 285.
It's a 12 with a 285. Look at this damn thing. A 285 on a 12, and look, it still stretches. That's crazy. That's something you don't see every day. Literally, that's something you don't see every day. Alright, a few things we need to do also is we gotta fix the sway bar. One of the links of the sway bar is a little messed up, so we're gonna go ahead and replace it just to make sure everything's cool and safe with the sway bar. I'm going to show you guys how to lift and lower rear coilovers. These are not necessarily coilovers as in a regular coilover. It's a spring on a perch and then an actual shock that you adjust the ride height in. And like in my previous video where I just showed you how to do the ride height, this one is a little different because these are actual legitimate, you know, Fortunato coilovers, and they have many points of adjustment. So that's what we're going to adjust now. Let me go ahead and show you. Alright, so this is the suspension for the M3 that we were just talking about. This is the spring on the perch. What we are adjusting is this ride height from right here, this perch. And then as soon as we're done, we're going to adjust the dampening. I already broke this collar because I was already adjusting the dampening a little bit because we are going to be raising this. So we're going to go ahead and tackle that now. It's easy as just spinning these little coils right here and picking it up. Simple as that. Alright, so since we already adjusted the ride height, we're going to go ahead and put the wheel, test fit his track wheel in, because the whole purpose of this build is not necessarily build, but the whole purpose of this job is to get a track setup done for this car. But we're going to pretty much test fit it, really. That's all we're going to do. We're going to test fit it, stick the sucker in, see if it fits, and if we need to add height, we'll add height. If we need to lower it to make it drive better, we're going to just make it drive better. So that's what's next. Check it out. There we go. One thing that's always a pain in the ass with Beamers is putting the damn wheels on and off. So damn tedious. I don't understand why they didn't just make like studs for these things, man.
Germans, man.
Alright, so we got the track wheel in, so what we're going to do now is going to go ahead and lower the car and make sure that this wheel does not hit this fender, and to see if we have any fender gap, which is not necessarily fender gap for looking, just fender gap for actual, to see if it hits or rub when we're actually put some load on the car when we're driving it. So yeah, we're going to drop it now. Alright, so it's a moment of truth. We're going to lower the car to see how the wheel is, so let's go ahead and check that out now. It's all the way down. How is it looking? We got clearance. We're gonna see when we drive it a little bit, but there's clearance enough. Remember, it's on the wood, so it's simulating a bump a little bit. So we're gonna drive it off the wood, and we're gonna really see how where the car sits really. So let's do that now. Go ahead. All right. So that's kind of where it's at right now. I think we still need to come up. We need to come up for sure. You see right here, it's very close. All right. So first off, I'm gonna disclaimer: it's raining, so the weather is bad, so I have to speak up. So pretty much what's going on right now is, like I said, since we test fitted the wheel, we drove it off the pieces of wood, and they're still rubbing. What we're gonna do now is raise the car about, I want to say 3/4 of an inch, and see how that fits. Pretty much we need to go ahead and be able to put 2 different types of wheels on. Not just this track setup, but also his show wheels, which are the VS wheels that you see in the video so far. And we don't want to make it look bad either, so we need like this happy medium. So that's what we're trying to do now, is find that happy medium. So check it out. All right, so round 2. Let's see how this comes out. We raised it about 3/4 of an inch. So round 2.
The meat on the tire.
Yeah. So we went ahead and put the show wheel on. The wheel we originally put on, the track wheel, actually fits fine now. So we're gonna leave it like that for now. We might have to adjust the track wheel a little more, at least that setup. But we're still liking the way it's set up now. We're gonna drop the car off or get a wood over here and see exactly how it looks. We'll check that out in just a sec. Not too bad. A little more aligned with the front. That's just sitting so low like it was in the back and then high in the front. Now it's kind of evened up a little bit. But let's see his problem side. Now the problem side still looks semi-low. We're gonna figure out what's going on there. Probably because we're in a little bit of a hill. We'll check it out now. See what's going on. So we went ahead and took it out, and there you go. It was just that it was on a little bit of a hill. Looks a lot better. So now let's go ahead and give it a test drive. We got to make sure everything's okay. The job we did, everything's secured, no rattles or anything like that. So let's go ahead and take care of that now. So we're testing it out. We got Eddie over here, the owner of the M3. Testing it out, making sure we don't feel any rub or anything like that. So far so good. There's no rubbing. Yeah, so far so good. I don't see anything too bad or hear anything too bad. We're making sure all his old noises will actually go away. He had a few rubbing issues. So far we're not having the rubbing issues, and we'll keep you guys informed. We'll see. Okay, we're gonna go over a rough patched area to see if there's any rubbing or anything like that. Make a right over here. All right, so let's see if we get any rubbing or anything like that. Just go straight through them. So we're going through it right now, and so far so good. Not even a single nothing. Not bad. Not bad at all. So far so good. What do you think, Ed?
Pretty good.
So far so good. No rubbing noises. It fits the wheel. Not exactly how we want, but it fits the wheel, the track wheel. Unfortunately, I'm probably have to end this video here, but this car is driving real good. We're still gonna dial it in a little more, so we're gonna situate that. Probably do another episode of this, but Make sure to like, subscribe, stay tuned to the channel. You guys know what to do, man. Like, subscribe, comment. Peace.